News 25 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, Northwest Academy owners appear before a judge, and we speak to a world traveler who has found his calling to help others. News 25 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Several students speak out about Northwest Academy. It's Thursday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. We'll be back in just a moment with the Northwest Academy story. But first, Guy Parasell and his wife traveled the world, but not for vacation, anything but. In fact, they work and work hard. The couple has found their niche in helping make real-life changes in the smallest villages on the planet. Guy stopped by our studio and gave us a little peek into Global Health Network International.
Our passion is stopping poverty. Poverty can only end when those affected learn to help themselves. Dealing with the vulnerabilities that people caught in this trap are faced with each day is the only solution. Because poverty drives slavery, ending poverty will end modern-day slavery and human trafficking, and that is the heart of what we do.
We started in 1999. We're strong. We're not a big organization, but we are actually part of a network of agencies that are doing this. There's some 500 agencies around the world. We are UN approved. They love the work that we do. By the way, we also do relief work. The TCD is our main work, Transformational Community Development, but we will go in and do emergency work where needed.
Because of TCD, we have funds to help orphans attend school as well. We want to share what we have been given with others who are hurting. With productive work, we have brought in income. Our families are learning how to prevent illness by building pit latrines and practicing good personal hygiene. We're eating a rich, balanced diet, and our children are learning and growing as well-rounded citizens who will not be enslaved to poverty. After some 5 years, we are a self-sustainable village.
I did have an interesting experience in Nepal. The village was maybe 300 people. Well, there was a group of 30 or 40 women and children standing in the middle of the village, looking at me, pointing and talking. And they said, "It's your hairy arms."
Yeah.
They're not used to seeing people with hair on their arms. So I squatted down, waved the children to come over. And this one 10-year-old boy he comes over, he has to rub my arm, and then he has to pull the hair on it. Fascinated. All the kids, there were probably 15 kids, each one. I saw a woman, probably mid-60s, that the kids are learning to read and write. She wanted to learn to read and write her name. She did, and she was sharing with us through our interpreter, with tears streaming down her eyes, how excited she was that for the first time in her life, she could read and write her name. Wow. We have villages that are contacting us because they've seen the results in other villages, and they want us to come and help them. We have more villages wanting the help than we can give currently, basically because of funding.
So if people want to donate, if they want to become part of the Global Hope Network, like volunteering, how can they contact you?
They can contact me personally, Guy Pearsall. It's guy.pearsall@ghni.org, or they can call me at 503-697-8888, or they can just contact ghni.org on the internet, click on the U.S. link, and that'll connect them to our U.S. office, which is in Orlando, Florida.
And I told Guy that that's my dream right there. So if you see one day the desk is just vacant, you know where I went. Well, we'll have more news, including the latest on the arrest at the Northwest Academy after this break.
News 25 is brought to you by Preferred RV, the only place where you can swim year-round. For more information, go to preferredrv.com.
Welcome back. Bail has been set for the school owners facing child abuse and endangerment charges. The owners of Northwest Academy, Marcel and Patty Chapuis, appeared before a judge in a Clark County courtroom today. The couple, who were arrested for child endangerment and abuse following an investigation by the Nye County Sheriff's Office, had bail set in the amount of $40,000 for Patty and $100,000 for Marcel. The Chapuis are facing 43 counts each of child endangerment for allegedly not adhering to a mandated order from the Department of Environmental Protection stating that only bottled water should be used at the private school for troubled youth in Amargosa. Police say that the water had contaminants, including arsenic, at unsafe levels, and the school stopped treating the water as ordered. Detectives say that the students were not provided adequate drinking water and have reported child abuse and neglect to police. Teacher Caleb Hill was arrested last month for 2 counts of abusing a 14-year-old student by allegedly slamming him into the ground. Today, Judge Talia Williams heard the Chapuis' attorney, Malcolm LaVerge, and prosecutors who both agreed that the case should be heard here in Nye County, though the couple was arrested at a home in Las Vegas yesterday in the early a.m. A warrant was issued by the Beatty Justice Court for their arrest. Attorney LaVerge asked the judge for the couple to be released on their own recognizance, but the judge instead set bail. The couple is set for a scheduled status check in 7 days, enough time for Nye County to make arrangements to pick up the pair and transport them here. News 25 spoke to 3 former students today who gave some insight to what they experienced at the school. In fact, there is now a Facebook page started as of yesterday for the survivors of Horizon and Northwest Academy to share stories and show support. We spoke to Rain Matta on a video conference call, who says she was ill for some time at the school and denied medical attention. She soon found out that she needed emergency surgery for an appendicitis.
The surgeon told me that and told the whole staff that was there that if I would have waited a few more hours, that my appendix would burst and I could have died.
Brianda Ponce has a child now, and she says she is healthy, but for 7 months she told the school she was pregnant and no one listened.
I didn't find out until I was 7 months pregnant when a new staff member came in, and she looked at me and she knew that I was pregnant. She said that I had a pregnant belly, and she's the one that requested the pregnancy test. And it was then that I got the positive. And
Hayden Kerner says that he believes that Marcel Chapuis was conducting conversion therapy on him because he's gay and was told that is wrong. Hayden also says that the beds had bugs and he and others had rashes and that they knew the water was bad.
I've spoken with many people who have developed skin rashes and have eczema now as adults since being sent there, who didn't have it as kids.
Hayden also spoke about some unusual seminars.
You know, we would have to just do these strange things of deciding who gets to stay, who gets to go home, who gets to metaphorically live or die.
We had to they made us take a rag or towel and beat on the floor, getting our emotions out and getting our anger out, and we had to with our eyes closed until we bled.
Well, gold prices are on the rise. That and more with your Business First Brief with Angela Miles.
Tapping our news, a worldwide economic slowdown and fewer rate hikes by the Federal Reserve could cause gold to tick higher this year. An annual Reuters poll of 36 analysts and traders reveals the average forecast places the price of gold right around $1,305 per ounce in 2019. That is 3% higher than last year's average. The price could, however, also fall if global growth turns out to be stronger than expected. A disturbing report shows a rush to claim traces of valuable gold found in a pristine rainforest in the Amazon. CNN reports satellite images are detecting mining activity that has increased 240% since 2009, and it is posing a threat to the rainforest. The Motley Fool is out with its 3 top gold stocks for 2019 on the list: Yamana Gold, Barrick Gold, and Franco-Nevada.
Thanks, Angela. More news after this break.
News 25 is brought to you by Bill and Robin Law, injury attorneys. Injured, need money? Get Bill and Robin, your local Pahrump injury attorneys.
And now here is Rhonda Van Winkle with your news across the Silver State.
Senator Catherine Cortez Masto has introduced legislation to permanently ban oil and gas leasing in Nevada's Ruby Mountains. The Senate bill follows a Trump administration proposal to open 54,000 acres of national forest land in the Rubies to oil and gas development, including fracking. The Ruby Mountains, which are a destination for vacationers who enjoy camping and skiing, located in the Humboldt-Tuyabe National Forest, rise 7,000 feet above the Great Basin desert and are known for all kinds of wildlife, including the Silver State's largest population of mule deer. Nevada's new governor, Steve Sisolak, has made some significant proposals during his state of address to lawmakers. Sisolak says he is supporting increases in funding for health care and education in Nevada. He has his sights set on an increase in teacher salary and minimum wage. As the first Democrat elected as governor in Nevada in 2 decades, he said that he is aiming to champion gun control legislation, including banning bump stocks, addressing immigration and crime. The governor says he will not increase taxes. He does want to direct the 10% marijuana tax, and the money is going to be put to use preventing school violence. The governor says that there is a much-needed increase for job positions to support mental health and substance abuse programs. He would also like to see more money put towards inmate education and skills training. The governor is not supporting any proposal to reopen Yucca Mountain to nuclear waste. Instead, he is focusing on clean energy and fighting the effects of global warming. His budget is asking for an $800,000 increase in funding for Meals on Wheels program, which feeds almost 9,000 Nevada seniors, and is also addressing the affordable housing crisis. While the deadline to enroll in health insurance plans for 2019 has passed, many Nevadans may qualify for a special enrollment period that enables them to get coverage outside the normal open enrollment window, which closed on December 15, 2018. The Silver State Health Insurance Exchange helps individuals obtain affordable health coverage through the online marketplace. Nevada Health Link is encouraging consumers to contact an enrollment professional to find out if a qualifying life event could allow them to enroll during a special enrollment period. 83,449 Nevadans enrolled in qualified health plans throughout Nevada and through Nevada Health Link. I'm Rhonda Van Winkle, and this has been your news across Nevada.
Thanks, Rhonda. Well, the recent Nye County auction was held, which hundreds of items were sold around the county. The Board of County Commissioners looked into some more excess vehicles that are being removed from inventory.
Determine that excess Nye County vehicles no longer required for public use, and to determine it's in the best interest of Nye County to dispose of excess vehicle by auction through enterprise.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make the motion, as staff recommends, that the vehicles and/or personal property are no longer required for public use, and believe that it's in the best interest of the county to dispose of through auction or other means, with all resulting proceeds deposited to 10401.
I know Ski's been doing auctions. I know the states in our agreement that enterprise do the auction. I would like moving forward, I just please keep them in your considerations for auctions. I would rather keep that business local, local, and also give the opportunity to the residents of Nye County to have a shot at bidding on that. So if we can just keep that in our minds, I think we would be well served. Does the sheriff have to sign off on any of the vehicles that come out? It may be just a touch outside of these. I know these are admin vehicles, but I want to ask the question now and just get it addressed. Does the sheriff have to sign off any of the vehicles that come out of her fleet?
So how this program works is going to be a one-for-one replacement. If we identify a vehicle is inefficient and needs to be removed from our fleet, a vehicle is put in its place. If you would allow me to go through the presentation really quickly, we have some really terrible cars that we're getting rid of, and I wanted to highlight that and identify what this fleet replacement program is doing.
I think we should take the one with 582,000 miles and put her up on a pedestal somewhere.
Yeah.
Really.
Does the sheriff have to sign off any of her vehicles?
Well, her vehicles, it would be a one-for-one trade.
It would be a one-for-one. Okay,
Correct.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Public comment? Seeing nothing, hearing nothing, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Unanimous.
News 46 Weather Cam is brought to you by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, it's been a crazy day weather-wise. Let's take a look outside on our weather cam. We're going to have your forecast right after this break.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donahue. Today's highs. In Pahrump and Amargosa, it's 52 and 53 degrees, 65 in Death Valley, 49 in Beatty, 41 in Goldfield and Tonopah, 51 in Fallon, and 47 in Fernley. For tonight, 40 degrees in Pahrump, 38 in Amargosa, 47 in Death Valley, 35 in Beatty, 24 in Goldfield, 23 in Tonopah, and 33 and 34 in Fallon and Fernley. Tonight in Pahrump, cloudy skies, a low 40 degrees, our average is 35. Sunset at 5:24 p.m. Winds out of the southeast at 14 miles per hour, gusts up to 23, and 20% chance of rain. For tomorrow, we have partly cloudy skies, a high of 56, a low of 36. Our UV index is up to 4. Sunrise at 6:31 a.m. Winds out of the south at 16 miles per hour, 24 mile per hour gusts, and 52% for our humidity. Now looking ahead to our 7-day, a lot of clouds in the sky. On Sunday, we have a 50% chance of rain. We're going to clear up next Tuesday. Then we have another chance of rain coming next Thursday, although it's too early to tell a percentage at this time. Temperature-wise, Friday and Saturday, a high of 56 and 51. And Sunday, we're going to drop down to about those mid-40s, and we're going to be just between 43 and 48 degrees for the rest of the week. And looking at our overnights, we're mainly going to be in those high 20s to mid-30s, just between 27 and 36 degrees all week long. So with that, we throw it back to Deanna at the desk.
Thanks so much, Michael. As you know, there was flooding all over today and in Las Vegas. The Clark County has sent us the Clark County Fire Department's swift water rescue today. There was a man, and you can see him right there, floating down the rapidly moving waters. He was trapped. They sent in the team, and he was rescued. I think we have some video of them actually rescuing him there on the ladder, and that's a good job, team. Some crazy weather out there. Definitely be careful. And once again, just don't drive across those areas where you see the high water. And of course, this man, it appears that he may have been homeless. He had a sleeping bag there with him, but he was rescued. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell from all of us here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.